Ladies and gentlemen, success is a word that we all aspire to, yet few truly comprehend what it requires. Many think success is a destination, a singular moment in time when we've reached the peak of our desires. But in truth, success is a journey, a disciplined and deliberate journey, marked by particular habits and choices that anyone can adopt should they choose to. Let us then explore 10 things successful people do differently, not as a list of shortcuts, but as principles to guide us toward a life of purposeful accomplishment. They shape their own minds. It is said that the mind is the architect of the future. Successful individuals understand this truth deeply. They take control of their thoughts and decisions. They are not the passive recipients of external circumstances, but the active creators of their own reality. They cultivate their mind through reading, reflection, and thoughtful dialogue. They guard against fleeting whims, ensuring that their thoughts are always aligned with their goals. They choose discipline over motivation. Motivation, like a fleeting wind, may lift us for a time, but it is discipline that carries us over the long haul. Successful people do not rely on the erratic bursts of energy that motivation provides. Instead, they build the structure of their lives on regular habits. Discipline ensures that they continue working even when the initial excitement has faded and when the world tries to tempt them toward easier paths. They value continuous learning. To be truly successful, one must become a lifelong learner. There is no end to knowledge. The wise seek to improve themselves each day, recognizing that wisdom is a treasure that grows when shared and refined. Successful individuals are constantly reading, observing, and listening, striving to better their craft, their relationships, and their understanding of the world. To stop learning is to stop growing. They do not waste time. Time, once passed, cannot be regained. Successful people understand the fleeting nature of each moment. They carefully consider how they spend their time, making choices that reflect their values and ambitions. They do not indulge in distractions or trivial matters, but focus on what truly matters, knowing that their actions today build the foundation for tomorrow. They stay consistent, even in adversity. Success does not belong to the person who can work hardest for a week or two. It belongs to the person who persists. The road to success is fraught with challenges, some seen, many unseen. What separates the successful from the unsuccessful is the ability to continue, day after day, even when the journey seems long or uncertain. Consistency, more than any singular achievement, is the hallmark of sustained success. They understand the power of relationships. Success is not a solitary endeavor. No one climbs the mountain of life alone. Successful people understand the importance of surrounding themselves with a strong, supportive community. They invest in relationships, not as mere transactional exchanges, but as deep, mutual partnerships. They offer help, advice, and encouragement to others, knowing that success is often intertwined with the success of those around them. They take responsibility. The successful person never plays the victim. They take responsibility for their actions and their outcomes, regardless of external circumstances. If success eludes them, they look inward first, adjusting their approach, learning from mistakes, and pushing forward. They do not blame others for their shortcomings, but instead accept the full responsibility of their lives. They plan, but are flexible. While successful people are diligent planners, they also understand that life is unpredictable. They are not so rigid in their approach that they cannot adapt when necessary. They create detailed plans but are prepared to shift course when new information arises or when unforeseen obstacles appear. Flexibility allows them to stay on track, even when the road ahead becomes unclear. They prioritize health and well-being. True success cannot be achieved without taking care of the body. for it is the vessel through which all actions are carried out. Successful individuals prioritize their physical health, understanding that their energy and vitality directly impact their productivity and mental clarity. They exercise, eat well, and rest, knowing that these habits fuel their achievements. They give back. Successful individuals understand that their success is not only for their own benefit. They seek ways to give back to their communities and to help others achieve their potential. They understand that the act of serving others enriches their own lives and deepens their sense of fulfillment. Success is often perceived as a matter of chance or a fortunate alignment of circumstances. However, in truth, success begins long before the outcome is visible. It starts in the mind. Successful people do not simply react to the world around them, they shape it through their thoughts, decisions, and actions. The mind is the primary tool they use to create their reality. The capacity to envision success and to believe in the possibility of greatness is the foundation upon which all other achievements are built. The first step in this journey of success is the cultivation of a mindset that actively anticipates excellence. It is not enough to wish for success or to hope that one day things will improve. A successful person does not wait for opportunities to fall into their lap. Instead, they develop a mindset that expects greatness, not as a mere possibility, but as an inherent responsibility. They believe that they are capable of achieving the extraordinary, and their thinking reflects this deep-seated conviction. This mindset goes beyond simply having positive thoughts. It is a conscious and disciplined effort to direct the mind towards goals that align with one's values and aspirations. Successful people train themselves to focus on solutions rather than problems, possibilities rather than limitations. They do not allow setbacks or obstacles to dictate their path. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. When faced with a setback, a person with a mindset of excellence does not surrender to frustration or doubt. Instead, they analyze the situation, learn from it, and move forward with renewed purpose. In developing a mindset of success, successful individuals also understand the importance of self-belief. They know that before they can convince others of their potential, they must first believe in it themselves. This belief is not a blind confidence, but a quiet, steadfast assurance in their abilities. They trust that, with hard work, persistence, and dedication, they can overcome any obstacle and reach any goal. This self-assurance fuels their actions and propels them through difficult times, helping them to remain focused and undeterred when others might falter. Equally important is the concept of mental resilience. A successful person's mind is not easily shaken by the opinions of others or by external criticism. Instead, they build mental fortitude, learning to stay grounded and calm in the face of adversity. This resilience is the product of an ongoing effort to strengthen one's inner resolve. Successful people embrace challenges with the knowledge that every trial they face is a chance to build character and grow stronger. They know that setbacks are not failures but lessons, each teaching them something valuable about themselves, their approach, and the world around them. Successful individuals recognize the power of focus. The mind can only sustain attention on one thing at a time, and it is this ability to focus deeply that sets them apart. They are not distracted by the myriad of competing demands that pull the average person in every direction. Instead, they prioritize what matters most, dedicating their mental energy to their most important goals. By filtering out distractions, they are able to devote their full attention to the tasks and challenges that will bring them closer to their desired outcomes. A mindset of excellence also entails an understanding of the connection between thought and action. The successful individual does not merely dream of success, they act upon it. They understand that thinking alone will not bring results, but it is through deliberate and purposeful action that their thoughts are transformed into tangible achievements. Every thought, every decision is guided by a clear vision of success, and this vision shapes their behavior, their actions, and their interactions with others. Success, then, becomes the natural result of consistent, intentional action. In building this mindset, successful people also cultivate the ability to overcome fear. Fear is an inevitable part of life, but it is not something that should dictate decisions. Successful individuals learn to confront fear, not by avoiding it, but by moving forward in spite of it. They recognize that fear is often a sign that they are on the verge of growth, and rather than shrinking away, they choose to embrace the discomfort that comes with stepping into the unknown. This courage to face the unknown is one of the hallmarks of success. At the heart of a mindset of excellence is a deep sense of purpose. Successful people do not live aimlessly, driven only by external expectations or fleeting desires. They live with clarity and intention, guided by a clear sense of what they value and what they seek to achieve. This sense of purpose provides the energy and motivation to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult or the end seems distant. Every action they take, every decision they make, is aligned with their purpose, creating a sense of coherence and fulfillment in their lives. Thus, a mindset of excellence is not merely a way of thinking, it is a way of being. It shapes every action, every thought, and every decision. It is the seed from which all other successes grow. By cultivating this mindset, anyone can set themselves on the path to greatness, shaping their reality not through the whims of chance, but through the power of their own thoughts and actions. Motivation is often celebrated as the driving force behind success. We hear motivational speeches, read inspiring stories, and watch videos that make us feel energized to pursue our dreams. While motivation can indeed spark action, it is a fleeting emotion, prone to changing with circumstances, moods, or external events. Successful individuals understand that relying solely on motivation is a precarious foundation for long-term achievement. Instead, they build their lives on something far more reliable and consistent: discipline. Discipline is the silent force that drives people to take action when the initial burst of motivation has faded. It is not an external force that pushes them forward, but an internal commitment to stick to their goals regardless of how they feel. This means doing what needs to be done, even when one doesn't feel like doing it. It involves setting routines, establishing good habits, and adhering to a course of action with dedication and consistency. Motivation may get someone started, but it is discipline that keeps them going. One of the fundamental aspects of discipline is the ability to delay gratification. Successful people are not swayed by the allure of short-term pleasures if they stand in the way of their long-term goals. While others might be tempted to indulge in distractions or immediate rewards, disciplined individuals resist these temptations in favor of the bigger picture. They understand that achieving something worthwhile often requires sacrifice, and that the rewards of hard work, when they finally come, are far more fulfilling than any immediate pleasure could be. This ability to resist the pull of instant gratification is a cornerstone of discipline, allowing successful people to stay focused and dedicated over the long haul. Discipline also involves setting clear, actionable goals and breaking them down into manageable steps. The disciplined individual does not expect success to happen overnight or by chance. They have a plan in place, one that is specific, measurable, and time-bound. Instead of setting vague goals like "I want to be successful," they focus on clear objectives such as "I will complete this project by the end of the month," or "I will commit to exercising 3 times a week." Each of these goals is a concrete, attainable milestone that brings them closer to the larger vision of success. The discipline to follow through on these goals day in and day out is what transforms dreams into reality. Another aspect of discipline is the ability to prioritize. Successful individuals recognize that time is a limited resource and that they cannot afford to waste it on tasks that do not align with their goals. They understand the value of focusing on what truly matters and learn to say no to things that do not serve their long-term vision. This requires making conscious decisions about how to allocate their time and energy, ensuring that they devote themselves to the activities that will bring them the most benefit. In doing so, they avoid the trap of busyness and focus their efforts on what will move them closer to success. A disciplined person also knows the importance of perseverance. There are times when the road to success is long and arduous. It is easy to become discouraged when progress seems slow or setbacks arise. However, discipline enables individuals to continue, even when the going gets tough. They understand that success is rarely a smooth path, and that obstacles are an inevitable part of the journey. Rather than giving up in the face of adversity, the disciplined person persists, pushing forward with determination and resolve. This persistence ensures that they remain on track, even when challenges seem overwhelming. Discipline involves the ability to hold oneself accountable. Successful individuals are not waiting for someone else to push them or keep them on track. They are their own motivators, setting their own deadlines and standards. If they fall short of their expectations, they do not make excuses, but instead take responsibility for their actions and adjust their approach accordingly. They understand that accountability is not about punishing oneself for failure, but about learning from mistakes and using those lessons to improve. Successful people also recognize that discipline is built over time. It is not something that is cultivated overnight, but developed through consistent effort and practice. It begins with small habits, such as waking up early, completing tasks on time, or staying organized, and gradually builds to larger patterns of behavior. The more disciplined one becomes, the more effortless it feels to stay on course. Over time, discipline becomes second nature, woven into the fabric of daily life. Perhaps one of the most powerful aspects of discipline is its ability to create momentum. By sticking to a schedule, maintaining focus, and making steady progress, disciplined individuals build a sense of momentum that propels them forward. Each small success fuels the next, creating a cycle of progress that becomes self-sustaining. This momentum makes it easier to continue even when challenges arise, as the individual knows that they are moving in the right direction and that their efforts are paying off. Discipline is not always easy, and it certainly requires effort. However, it is the key to unlocking sustained success. Unlike motivation, which comes and goes, discipline remains a constant and reliable force. It ensures that successful people continue to take action, stay focused, and push forward even when things get tough. By embracing discipline, individuals can overcome obstacles, achieve their goals, and build the life they desire. Success is often celebrated as the outcome of talent, hard work, or even luck. But there is another, more subtle factor that plays a critical role in achieving long-term success: the commitment to continuous growth and learning. Successful individuals do not view themselves as finished products, but as works in progress. They understand that the pursuit of knowledge, skills, and personal development is a lifelong journey. This mindset of perpetual learning not only fosters personal growth, but also ensures that individuals remain adaptable and resilient in a constantly changing world. One of the defining characteristics of successful people is their thirst for knowledge. They are always curious, constantly seeking to expand their understanding of the world around them. Whether it is reading books, attending seminars, seeking mentorship, or engaging in thoughtful discussions, successful individuals make learning a priority. They understand that no matter how much they know, there is always more to discover. This mindset allows them to stay on the cutting edge of their fields, making them more innovative and adaptable to new challenges and opportunities. Learning is not confined to formal education or structured settings. Successful individuals actively seek out informal opportunities for growth as well. They recognize that knowledge can come from unexpected sources and that wisdom often emerges from lived experiences. Every interaction, every experience, and every mistake provides valuable lessons. The successful person does not shy away from failure or disappointment, but embraces it as part of the learning process. They learn to extract lessons from every setback and use those lessons to improve their future efforts. In this way, even failure becomes an integral part of their growth, not a roadblock, but a stepping stone. To expanding their knowledge, successful individuals are committed to refining their skills. They understand that natural talent, while valuable, is not enough to ensure success. It is the deliberate practice and honing of one's craft that leads to mastery. This commitment to continuous improvement is not limited to technical skills, but extends to emotional intelligence, leadership abilities, and interpersonal relationships. Successful people are constantly striving to improve not only what they know, but how they relate to others and how they approach challenges. A crucial element of continuous learning is the willingness to embrace change. In a rapidly evolving world, the ability to adapt is vital for success. Successful people do not resist change, they embrace it. They understand that change is inevitable and often presents new opportunities for growth. Rather than fearing the unknown, they welcome it, seeing it as a chance to innovate and refine their approach. This adaptability allows them to thrive in uncertain environments, as they are not bound by old methods or outdated thinking. Instead, they are always open to new ideas, technologies, and ways of doing things, enabling them to remain relevant in their fields. Another important aspect of the growth mindset is self-reflection. Successful individuals are not content with simply moving forward without taking the time to assess their progress. They regularly reflect on their actions, decisions, and goals, seeking areas for improvement. This self-awareness allows them to identify patterns, recognize strengths, and acknowledge weaknesses. They are not afraid to confront their own shortcomings, but instead use this understanding to grow and evolve. Self-reflection is an essential tool for maintaining clarity and focus, ensuring that the individual is on the right path and aligned with their long-term objectives. To self-reflection, successful individuals actively seek feedback from others. They recognize that their own perspective is limited and that the insights of others can provide invaluable guidance. Whether it is through mentoring relationships, peer reviews, or honest criticism, they remain open to the opinions of others, viewing feedback as a gift rather than a personal attack. This openness to external perspectives helps them identify blind spots, uncover new opportunities, and ultimately improve their performance. They understand that growth often requires looking beyond oneself and engaging with others who can offer fresh perspectives. Continuous learning also requires the ability to manage one's time and resources effectively. Successful people are strategic about how they allocate their energy, ensuring that they devote time to activities that contribute to their personal and professional development. They prioritize learning, making space in their schedules for reading, studying, and practicing new skills. In doing so, they avoid the trap of stagnation and remain ahead of the curve in their respective fields. They recognize that the investment in learning today will pay off in the future, providing them with the tools and knowledge necessary to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. One of the most powerful aspects of continuous learning is the ability to evolve with one's goals and aspirations. As people grow and develop, their priorities and ambitions may change. Successful individuals are not afraid to adjust their goals in response to new information or experiences. This flexibility allows them to pursue new avenues and explore fresh opportunities without feeling constrained by past decisions. They are not defined by a singular vision, but are always willing to pivot and adapt as their understanding of themselves and the world deepens. Time is one of the most valuable resources we possess, and yet it is also one of the most easily squandered. Unlike money, which can be earned back, or opportunities, which can sometimes be reclaimed, time once lost can never be recovered. Successful individuals understand this profound truth and approach time with a level of respect and intentionality that most others do not. They do not waste time on trivialities or distractions, but are purposeful in how they allocate their time, always aligning it with their most important goals and values. This conscious approach to time is a defining characteristic of success. One of the first steps in managing time effectively is understanding its true value. Time is finite, and each day provides a limited number of hours to work, learn, rest, and grow. Successful people recognize that every moment spent doing something is a moment that can never be recaptured. This realization creates a sense of urgency and a commitment to using time wisely. It is not about constantly being busy, but about being productive, focusing on the activities that bring the most value and moving away from those that do not contribute to long-term success. Time management begins with setting clear priorities. Successful individuals know what truly matters to them and what aligns with their overarching goals. They are not easily swayed by distractions or the demands of others that do not serve their purpose. They carefully evaluate how they spend their time, constantly asking themselves whether the activity at hand brings them closer to their vision or diverts them from it. This kind of conscious prioritization allows them to focus on the tasks that will move them forward, leaving behind the less important activities that can consume time without adding meaningful value. An essential part of effective time management is learning to say no. Successful individuals understand that they cannot do everything, and they are not afraid to set boundaries. They recognize that taking on too many commitments can spread them thin, diminishing their ability to focus on the tasks that truly matter. By saying no to less important opportunities, they free up time for their highest priorities. This ability to make discerning choices about how to spend their time is one of the key factors that set successful people apart. They are not overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks, but make conscious decisions to focus on what will drive them toward their goals. Another aspect of time management is creating structured routines. Successful people understand the power of habit, knowing that regular routines create a sense of order and discipline in their lives. They begin their day with a plan, knowing exactly what they need to accomplish and when. This sense of structure prevents them from wasting time figuring out what to do next or getting distracted by unimportant tasks. By following a routine, they can maintain their momentum throughout the day, maximizing their productivity and reducing the mental energy required to decide what to do at each moment. Equally important is the ability to break tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. Large, overwhelming tasks can often lead to procrastination because they seem too daunting to tackle all at once. But successful individuals know how to break down these tasks into smaller steps, making them more approachable and less intimidating. By focusing on one small task at a time, they can build a sense of accomplishment and progress, which helps them maintain motivation and momentum. This strategy also helps them avoid the trap of perfectionism, where the fear of doing something imperfectly causes them to delay starting altogether. By taking small steps, they make steady progress toward their larger goals. Effective time management also involves knowing when to take breaks and recharge. While many people believe that working non-stop is the key to productivity, successful individuals understand that constant work without rest leads to burnout and diminished efficiency. They recognize the importance of taking breaks to refresh their minds and bodies, allowing them to return to their tasks with renewed focus and energy. Whether it is a short walk, a few minutes of meditation, or a moment to simply step away from their work, these breaks are crucial for maintaining high levels of performance over time. Successful people are skilled at managing distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: emails, social media, phone notifications, and a myriad of other interruptions that can easily derail a person's focus. Successful individuals are not immune to these distractions, but they have learned how to manage them effectively. They may set specific times during the day to check email or social media, ensuring that these activities do not interfere with more important work. They also create environments that support concentration, such as organizing their workspace or using tools to block out distractions. By controlling their environment and their attention, they can stay focused on the tasks that matter most. Time management is not just about efficiency, it is also about alignment with one's long-term goals. Successful individuals ensure that their time is being spent in a way that supports their vision for the future. They do not waste time on activities that lead them in the wrong direction, but instead they focus on what will help them achieve their goals. This means that they regularly reassess their priorities, adjusting their schedule and activities as necessary to stay on track. Their time is intentionally aligned with their values and purpose, creating a sense of fulfillment as they move closer to their desired outcome. Successful people also understand the importance of being proactive rather than reactive with their time. They plan ahead, anticipating potential challenges or opportunities that may arise. Instead of simply reacting to events as they occur, they take the initiative to organize their time, set clear goals, and stay ahead of deadlines. By being proactive, they can avoid the stress and chaos that often come with last-minute work, ensuring that they remain calm and focused as they move toward their goals. Successful people recognize that the path to achievement is rarely linear. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected changes, and how one responds to these obstacles can determine whether or not they achieve their goals. Rather than viewing challenges as roadblocks, successful individuals embrace them as opportunities for growth. They understand that overcoming adversity is not just about finding solutions to problems, but also about developing resilience, character, and the skills necessary to succeed in the face of uncertainty. The first key to navigating adversity is having the right mindset. Successful people do not view challenges as insurmountable obstacles. Instead, they see them as tests of their abilities, opportunities to develop their strength and perseverance. This mindset shift is crucial because it allows them to maintain a positive and constructive outlook when things go wrong. Instead of giving in to frustration or fear, they focus on what they can learn from the situation and how they can move forward. This positive yet realistic attitude helps them stay calm under pressure and continue to pursue their goals despite setbacks. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure or difficulty, is one of the defining characteristics of successful individuals. They understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey and that the key to success is not avoiding failure but learning how to recover from it quickly and effectively. When faced with a challenge, they do not give up immediately but instead assess the situation, identify what went wrong, and make necessary adjustments. They learn from their mistakes and use them as stepping stones toward greater achievements. This resilience allows them to maintain their focus on long-term goals, even in the face of short-term difficulties. Building resilience also involves emotional regulation. Successful people know how to manage their emotions when faced with stress, disappointment, or failure. Rather than succumbing to negative emotions like anger, anxiety, or despair, they acknowledge their feelings and choose how to respond. This emotional awareness allows them to maintain clarity and focus, making it easier to navigate adversity without being overwhelmed by emotions. By practicing emotional control, they ensure that their decisions are not driven by momentary impulses, but by their long-term goals and values. Another important aspect of navigating adversity is the ability to maintain flexibility. Successful people know that rigid plans are often disrupted by unforeseen circumstances, and they must be willing to adapt when things do not go as expected. Flexibility allows them to pivot their strategies or adjust their goals in response to changing conditions. They understand that success is not about following a single path to the letter, but about being able to navigate different routes as circumstances evolve. This adaptability ensures that they are not easily discouraged when faced with obstacles, as they are always prepared to reassess and adjust their approach. Successful people also recognize the importance of taking calculated risks. While they understand the value of planning and preparation, they are not afraid to step out of their comfort zone when necessary. They know that in order to achieve significant success, they must sometimes take risks, make difficult decisions, and move beyond what is familiar. This willingness to embrace uncertainty and take risks is not reckless but is grounded in careful thought, analysis, and a belief in their ability to overcome challenges. By taking risks, they open themselves up to new opportunities and experiences that others may avoid out of fear or hesitation. One of the key components of overcoming adversity is having a strong support network. While successful individuals may be highly self-reliant, they understand the value of seeking guidance and encouragement from others when needed. Having a mentor, advisor, or trusted friends and family members can make a significant difference in navigating challenges. These relationships provide emotional support, practical advice, and an outside perspective that can help clarify difficult situations. Successful people know when to ask for help and are not afraid to lean on others during difficult times. They also recognize the importance of surrounding themselves with people who inspire and challenge them, creating an environment of mutual growth and support. To relying on their support network, successful individuals practice self-care. They understand that they cannot perform at their best if they are physically or mentally exhausted. Taking care of their health, getting enough rest, and managing stress are all integral parts of overcoming adversity. When faced with challenges, they prioritize their well-being, knowing that maintaining their energy and focus is essential for tackling difficulties effectively. This focus on self-care helps them stay resilient over the long term, preventing burnout and ensuring that they remain strong in the face of adversity. Patience is another essential trait for navigating adversity. Successful people understand that overcoming significant challenges often takes time. They do not expect instant results or immediate success, but instead focus on making steady progress toward their goals. This patience helps them avoid becoming discouraged when things do not happen as quickly as they would like. By maintaining a long-term perspective, they remain committed to their vision and continue to take action, knowing that success is a process that unfolds over time. The successful individuals are determined to learn from every challenge they face. Rather than viewing adversity as a negative experience, they see it as an opportunity to gain new insights and develop their abilities. Each challenge presents a lesson, whether it is a new skill, a deeper understanding of themselves, or a better approach to problem solving. By viewing adversity as a learning experience, they continuously grow and improve, becoming better equipped to handle future challenges. This commitment to learning from difficulties allows them to build greater resilience and prepares them for even greater success in the future. Successful individuals are keenly aware that achieving greatness is not a solitary pursuit. While self-reliance and personal drive are crucial, the ability to collaborate effectively and build strong relationships is equally important. In fact, success is often the result of meaningful connections with others, whether through partnerships, mentorships, or collaborations. Successful people understand that their network plays a vital role in their progress, and they actively invest in building and nurturing relationships that support their goals. Collaboration is not just about working with others to achieve shared objectives, it is about leveraging the strengths and expertise of a diverse group to create outcomes that would be impossible to reach alone. Successful people understand that good communication is the foundation of any strong partnership. They make it a priority to express their ideas, needs, and expectations clearly, while also listening actively to others. Communication is a two-way street, and they recognize that truly successful collaborations involve understanding and considering the perspectives of others. This open communication helps build trust, resolve misunderstandings, and ensure that everyone is on the same page, working toward a common goal. By fostering an environment where ideas can be shared freely, successful individuals create collaborations that are both productive and harmonious. To clear communication, successful people prioritize emotional intelligence when collaborating with others. They are aware of their own emotions and how these emotions can influence their interactions with others. This self-awareness allows them to regulate their emotional responses, particularly in high-pressure situations. Furthermore, they are attuned to the emotions of those around them, picking up on nonverbal cues and understanding the feelings and motivations of others. This empathy helps them navigate delicate situations, resolve conflicts, and build stronger, more supportive relationships. By practicing emotional intelligence, they are able to foster an environment of mutual respect and understanding, which is essential for effective collaboration.